In 2024, there's 3 ways you can end an email: interest-based CTA, direct CTA, value-based CTA. Picking the right one can increase your reply rates by 10x. And I'm not joking. Your reply rates can go from 2% to 20%. The secret? Value-based CTAs all the way. Here's how agencies and the top 1% of sales teams finish their emails. If you learned something new in this video, be sure to subscribe. Let's start with interest-based CTAs. Sound interesting? Worth a peek? Worth hearing more? That kind of thing. They're the softest and least personalized approach to ending your email. In 2024, these get a 6 out of 10 score. And I've used them myself up until very, very recently. This method is about curiosity and good timing. If you send an email just at the right time with this ending and the prospect needs what you're offering, you're onto a winner. The problem is, you need to send an email just at the right time. It puts the power with the reader and helps quickly filter uninterested leads. That's true. How do you know if they're not interested? Well, they don't reply. This CTA does also have a nice hack. It lets you use liquid syntax to randomly choose multiple CTAs. It takes 2 minutes to set up, is good for deliverability as it adds variation to your emails, great for personalization at scale to get more replies, and helps you test what works on autopilot. That's what you're seeing on the screen just over here. Yes, it's there. So it's basically a way to A/B test 10, 15, 20 CTAs all at once. Now, why does this matter to you? It helps you see what gets the most replies as quickly as possible. Am I boring you, Nina? Nina's yawning off camera. To see an in-depth guide, check the video here to see how I do that within Lemlist, if Nina can be bothered to link it. With a good email, like these ones written by top sales leaders, you'll get some replies with this CTA. 5 to 10% normally. It's what you can reasonably expect. Now, what won't get you replies, Nina, is a direct CTA. Not in the first email anyway. 2 out of 10. It's straightforward, but it's also the hardest in terms of tone. The reason it doesn't work is this. Listen carefully. Your value offering with a direct CTA is your time. Now, unless you're a doctor or a family member or Brad Pitt, 30 minutes of your time isn't valuable to me. And 99% of the time, your email hasn't persuaded me otherwise. Let's book a meeting. Open to taking 30 minutes to chat? No, I'm not. You can try this tactic later on in email campaigns when softer approaches haven't worked or valuable approaches haven't worked. But by that time, you've likely missed the boat anyway. Also works in industries where your product market fit is super strong. But I mean, if that's the case, it's easy to book meetings anyway. The directness can be refreshing, cutting through the noise with a clear call to action, but it's lazy and by far the most overused. That's why nowadays you need to use value-based CTAs. The crown and the jewel of email endings. This gets a fat 10 out of 10 from me. A fat 10 out of 10, Nina. Now, this strategy revolves around offering something so uniquely valuable that ignoring your email becomes almost impossible. Now, how do I know it works? Well, here's an example of an email, and here's the reply. Now, here's where we'll learn it's not about the CTA. It's the entire email. Aha. Eric runs one of the top outbound agencies and he puts it brilliantly. The best CTAs are those no one else but you can offer. It's about creating a lead magnet that's genuinely valuable. Now, here are some examples Eric uses. Could I send a list of people that just installed HubSpot? If it sounds useful, we can build a list of 5,000 of your ideal customers on a call sometime. Let me know if you'd be interested in an audit and we can connect you with a marketer that has already grown a business in the industry space. Last one, we can build that workflow for free if you just send us a Google Sheets link. Now, I don't love that one myself, the last one, because it's got to do something for free in it, but if it works for him, then it works. Now, at no point did he say, let's sit down for a quick chat. Do you have time for a meeting? Why? Because that's not what the prospect wants. That's what you want. It's also not a link to an hour-long webinar you've done, what he's offering in the Value CTA, or a PDF of a success case you've made. That's shit, and your prospects don't want it. Now, this method is the hardest because you're forced, yes, you are forced to understand everything about your ICP, pain points, daily frustrations, problems that they have in getting their key metric. So many of you still overlook that. You've got to stop talking about yourself and start solving the problems your prospect has and how you can solve them. Anyway, stay with me. We're almost done. Creating a value-based CTA involves these 3 steps: identifying the problems you can solve, listing potential solutions, and then offering one of those solutions for free at scale. Lead magnets get 5 to 10x more replies than standard emails. Have you tried lead magnets in your own outbound campaigns? Testing new email styles takes at least 4 or 5 attempts to perfect. So we made a template that gets 10 plus meetings each week. Mind if I share? 43 words, value only, and that's how you create a value-based CTA within a lead magnet. Now, these past 2 weeks, I've written over 50. Want to see them for yourself? Hit subscribe and comment value down below.